It's a full moon on a calm summer night in iSimangaliso Wetland Park. 35 years after she was born on these very same beaches, a loggerhead mother turtle has returned to repeat her life cycle and finally lay her own eggs.
For loggerheads, the age to sexual maturity has been determined to be about 35 years. So they have to survive that long to come back to start nesting on our beaches. And when they come back to nest on our beaches, it is a rather harrowing process for them. They are extremely vulnerable. So when they haul out of the water, they typically climb up quite high up the dunes into the vegetation line. And they're vulnerable like this for about 45 minutes to an hour while they are finding their spots, digging their nest, laying, covering up, disguising the nest, and going back into the water. They'll come back again in another 2 to 2.5 weeks to repeat the process.
The iSimangaliso beaches are the only beaches in South Africa where turtles nest. But it's also the only beaches in South Africa where people are allowed to drive on the beach. Some nests are up to 3-4 meters deep, so they crawl up to the surface as a clutch. They must get their first bit of oxygen, and then they stay below the surface where their shells must harden, straighten, and the little egg sac must close. Only then will they break the surface and go back to the ocean. And if you drive over a nest, then you will kill all the hatchlings. We've actually seen it happening on the beach. Dead little hatchlings in tire tracks. So it's tragic to see that happen.
Getting to the water's edge is not easy. Only 1 in every 1,000 hatchlings will survive. iSimangaliso's hatchlings face predators including honey badgers, mongoose, and the very numerous ghost crabs.
When they come out of the nest, their flippers are very weak, uncoordinated. So learning to crawl onto the beach prepares them for swimming. Once they get into the water's edge, the fight is not over. They have a limited energy store within them from their eggs, a little yolk sac, and they have to use that limited energy store to swim as fast as possible out into the main Gallus current. Along the way, unfortunately, they are still prone to predation.
In the many years leading up to sexual maturity, turtles inhabit shallow coastal waters where they face the threats of pollution, sewage waste, oil and gas deposits, being caught as bycatch in coastal fisheries, as well as plastic pollution which they often mistake for jellyfish. But stretching from Mapelani to Cozy Bay, iSimangaliso's biggest threat would be mining had they not been labelled a World Heritage Site.
Mining also presents a threat to turtles when it comes to their nesting grounds. The dunes that we have here at iSimangaliso are also rich in heavy mineral deposits such as rutile, ilmenite. So these are your titanium-containing ores that have high commercial value. The sex of hatchlings are determined by the temperature of the beach. Generally, the warmer the beaches are, the more females will be produced. The cooler the beaches, the more males will be produced. So the dark mineral deposits help absorb heat, keep the beaches a bit warmer, and help towards the production of female turtles. Mining up of these dunes will mean the destruction of their nesting grounds and the eventual destruction even of these populations.
That little black particle in the sand is vital for the survival of our turtles, because that guarantees that the nest will reach the critical temperature necessary to get a good balance of male and female hatchlings. So keeping the beaches the way they are, it must be our focus, and we must make people aware of the fact that the World Heritage State is the only way of keeping these mining companies off the beaches. Nelson Mandela and Vali Musa made it their mission to get these beaches or this whole wetland park declared a World Heritage Site. And it's South Africa's first World Heritage Site. In the end, the people must have the say, not some individuals that might see an opportunity to make money.
Hidden in the trees, a group of local men have dedicated their lives to protecting these turtles. Established in 1963, this is the longest-running turtle monitoring program in the world.
Kwakungekho izinkathi ngiqala ngoba kwakumele sihlale emakhempini, then sasisuswa emakhaya sizohlala la emakhempini. So siyajabulela kakhulu ukuthola leli thuba lale misebenzi esiwenza lana. Ngoba lokho esikutholayo lana ukusebenza sithola imali ne-knowledge esiyithola la kuyamangalisa kakhulu.
Kuningi-ke okuhamba kuhambe kube umthelela ekuvikeleni iy'mfudu ngokuqhubeka nje sikusivikela sigcine silethe namathuba omsebenzi kube khona abelungu abafikayo ivakashi ey'fikayo zizobuka zona iy'mfudu esuke emazweni angaphandle. Lokhu kuyasiza ukunyusa umnotho wesizwe, ukusiza futhi nokukhuphula nokuletha amathuba omsebenzi nokunyusa izinga lempilo emphakathini wakithi. Kuyasiza konke lokho.
Siyazi last time kwake kutholakale ufudu lulinyaziwe, lugawuliwe, lwathathwa kusele i-shell, on the shell. Others they take ama-shells ukuwadayisa. But ngoba silana siyawa-protecta, siprotecta ney'ndleko ukuthi abantu bangaqhamuki ngaphandle bazobhubha amaqanda bayowasebenzisela ezinye izinto. So ukuba khona kwethu siyaprotecta kakhulu ezimfudwini and futhi senzela nokuthi ziqhubeke zami. So siprotectela kulezo zinto ey'kanjalo lezi mfudu nokuthi i-generation izokwazi ukuyibona.
Our monitors patrol the beaches every single night, in harsh weather and fair weather, to record nesting events for leatherbacks and loggerheads. Their mere presence on the beach is extremely important for us. The local communities have a rich historical link with turtles. They have been known to be protective of turtles, and because of that and that alone, we've got the lowest poaching rate of turtles in the world. Our program has effectively protected the nesting leatherbacks and loggerheads for the past 55 years, and it would not have been possible without the involvement of the local communities.
Fortunately, here in iSimangaliso Wetland Park, there is hope. Peter and Themba of Ufudu Turtle Tours are on the beach every night, promoting tourism as a form of conservation and protection for the 120 million-year-old species.
Sivakashela abantu abaningi ivakashi. Izivakashi siyabatshela ukuthi ama-turtles aphila kanjani, nawo bathi le nto abatshela yona bayihambisa kwabanye futhi. Batshela nabanye till everyone knows what is going on with turtles. Siyajabula kakhulu yo. Senza yonke okusemandleni ukuthi into esiyenzayo yonke umuntu ayithande akwazi ukuyibona kuyinto esiza kakhulu emphakathini.
I would encourage everyone to try to make their duty to come to these beaches and experience the phenomenon of nesting turtles. It'll give you an immense appreciation for the struggles that other animals have out there, and it will really change your outlook in terms of how you live your life going forward. It will make it easier for you to make more informed choices in terms of how you consume food, how you recycle, how you use power, electricity, and decreasing your carbon footprint. It is only in decreasing your carbon footprint that you can really help these animals survive. We have become their greatest threat, but we can also become their greatest saviors.